Hello friends, I am Dr. Syed Khadiruddin Chishti and I am teaching to BSc second year physics, and my today's topic is time dilation. We are learning about the special theory of relativity, and in this special theory of relativity we studied about the length contraction and we are going to study about the time dilation. Suppose here there are two frame of references, S and S dash. This is the first frame of reference S, coordinates X, Y and Z. There is another frame of reference S dash. First observer is at point O, second observer is at point O dash. Now the times are not synchronized. Time in both the frame of references are not synchronized. Both the observers are using their own clocks to measure the time. Suppose the time measured by the observer O is T1 and the time measured by the observer in the second frame is T1 dash for an event to occur. Suppose the two events which are occurring in these two frame of references, event A and event B. The time is measured by the first observer is T1 and T2, while the observer in the second frame of reference will observe the time T1 dash and T2 dash. Now, as the clocks are not synchronized, these two times measured for the two events will be given according to the Lorentz transformation, and the time difference we can say that it is T0 is equal to T2 minus T1. This time difference is there when the observer O is measuring the time for the event A and event B with his own clock. So T0 is the time measured for the two events when the observer is in the first frame of reference and observer is at O. Now, according to the Lorentz transformation, we can write the value of T1 dash and T2 dash. We can write here the value of T1 dash as T1 minus V by C square x1 upon root over 1 minus V square by C square. Okay. T1 dash is the time measured for the first event by the observer O dash in the second frame of reference. In the second frame, these two frames are moving with some relative velocity v. x1 is the distance, and distance measured by the observer O. Similarly, the time T2 dash for the second event is T2 minus V by C square x2 upon root over 1 minus V square by C square. Now I will take the difference for T2 minus T1, T2 dash minus T1 dash is equal to T2 dash minus T1 dash is equal to T2 minus T1 minus x2 minus x1 into V by C square divided by root over 1 minus V square by C square as it is. This T2 dash minus T1 dash is suppose the time T, and it is equal to T2 minus T1 is time T0 measured by the first observer in the frame S. Then if x1 is equal to x2, if I write here x1 is equal to x2, then this term will vanish and you will get here T0 upon root over 1 minus V square by C square. So with the help of this formula, we can say that there is time dilation when the two frame of references are moving with respect to each other with some relative velocity. Why moving clocks appears to move slow? Using this phenomenon of time dilation, we can explain that why moving clocks are appears to move slow. We know the formula T is equal to T0 root over 1 minus v square by c square, where v is the velocity, relative velocity, and c is the velocity of the light. So if suppose here the velocity of the frame for the observer v is less than the velocity of light c, then using this formula automatically the time t will be greater because the denominator will be less than 1 and the time t will be more than t0. It means that in the frame of reference s dash, the observer will measure the longer time with his clock when he is at rest. He appears to be at rest, and we can say the vice versa, or we can say that the clock in the frame S will appear to go slow. This phenomenon is known as the time dilation. Thank you.